Okay. Did anybody hear what I've been saying for the last 1 minute 40 seconds? For fuck's sake. No way, Philip. Did you hear anything I said for the last 2 minutes? For fuck's sake, I'm not saying it all again. Okay. Alright, I have to start sending this link out. Philip, I was saying to you there, I don't know if you've heard me, that you can come on and talk if you want. You don't have to show your face around, show your avatar. Now, people in Dublin, Ireland, England, I kind of came alive on YouTube in America. So I have loads of American online friends. So I'm just saying, like, I have a big, diverse group of friends. Yeah. Oh, Philip, come here. I just said tonight we're going to talk about Balenciaga. The media is radio silent on it, like over here and in America. And it's a French fashion house. And basically, Kim Kardashian says she's disgusted and all, but she should totally what's that? She should totally break her contract with them. Totally, I know that Balenciaga own 20% of Skims. I mean, now Skims is like so fucking profitable and like it's worth loads, like, right? But yeah, give them their 20% and tell them to fuck off. She's rich enough to live without fucking half of that fucking Skims company. I don't know if she's a billionaire. Anybody out there, let me know, please. But yeah, it's Dublin tonight. Dublin talking. Fuck you, Limerick. I'm not joke. Okay, it's 11:30 tonight in Dublin, December 1st, winter chat. Philip, Kim Kardashian's contract with Balenciaga. It's like, you know, her Skims company, the one that Kim owns. Well, they have a 20%. Yeah, oh, she is a billionaire. But Balenciaga have a 20% ownership on shares on Skims in her company. So when she tweeted out that's just to reevaluate her relationship with Balenciaga, that at first when I heard that, I was like, what the fuck you have to reevaluate? You just tell them to fuck off. But yeah, when I heard that, I'm like, right, well, they own a fifth of our company. So like she has to come to a business arrangement with them as well. Like I do believe she's against it. She said that she's disgusted by all the ads. Have you seen the ads, Philip? I don't know if I'm live on YouTube. Am I live on YouTube, Phil? People telling me, look, come on, nobody's coming on. Hang on. 1 sec. Okay. I'm just waiting for other people to turn up here. Phil, how are you anyway? I haven't seen you in ages. I'm looking for fucking Twitter on my phone. I haven't seen it. Have you not even heard about it? It's like the biggest thing that the media aren't covering now. You know what makes me sick? When Kanye said that thing about the Jewish people, okay? When he said that, right? All the Kardashians are out like saying, we stand with the Jews and that's disgusting. We disavow Kanye. And the whole media said the same exact fucking thing. So what about kids? Do they not care about kids? The media doesn't care about kids. That's what it shows, doesn't it? They should be out fucking wanting to hang all Balenciaga. And Kim should fucking disown them and make a fucking proper statement like that. Do you know what I did actually find great about what Candace Owen said? she was saying for once, it's the one thing that unites the left and the right is that in America she was on about. But she was saying that like the left and the right have all come together and said no to this. Like I'm not about celebrities, I'm on about normal people. But they've all come together and said, no, this is no, you can't go here. They've drawn the what's that line in the sand, and he said, no, fuck you. This is fucking evil Satanism. I know there's a Satanism that's kind of like paganism and you just believe in yourself and all. I'm not into that, but I don't care if someone else is. But I do care if someone else is into that evil Satanism where they do sacrifice fucking kids and all. And I know it's true because there's too much stuff like that's coming out about it. Like for fucking, I don't know, since before I'm alive, like. And they say, yeah, in America in the 80s, the satanic panic and all. Well, I didn't fucking recognize that. I wasn't even alive. I was too young. Okay, but I'm just saying, why does it keep coming up every decade in a different way? Last decade it was Pizzagate and the fucking whole QAnon thing that came out of that then. And like Connor McDonald from Juicy Scoop said this morning, no, we're not fucking. This isn't a QAnon thing, and that's what the media are trying to make people think that this is a QAnon thing, and that basically people as loons because that's how QAnon might looked at. But and yeah, the other good reason to be looked at like that. Hang on, someone's ringing me. Who's ringing me? Oh, wait, hang on. Are you coming on?
Yeah, I'll ring you back 2-6.
Come here. Are you? Darren, are you coming on? I'm sitting here me live. I've only got 2 people in it.
Are you doing it?
I'm already doing it. Go on to YouTube and you can come in.
Yeah, it'll be about another 20 minutes. I'll put my man to bed and that'll be able to come in, right?
Alright, okay.
Hair's getting long now, isn't it?
Why don't you get a cut?
I'm gonna
Are you waiting until 2 weeks before Christmas and then you're gonna get a cut?
No, see when it's fully over years about there, I'll just get a shake.
Right, do you know a girl or a fella that does Barbary or anything? Jimmy, yeah, Barbary. That's a barber. What?
I'll just tell them I want length in it.
Do you go to a bar, like do you go to a shop or do you know someone that does it? From that gaff, right?
I'll go into a person that does girls' hair to get my hair cut.
Oh boy.
Get a washed and blow dried and all. No, just get proper cut.
Why don't you just do that before you go? You can get your hair blow dried in the barbers.
Yeah, but it's nice to get someone washed. It's just
oh, you just heard a girl doing it, do you?
It's just a three guys. I know, none the live with you.
What? No, there's people here. There was 3 people here, man. There's only 1 person here now. There's 2 people in the chat. Philip, Blair. I know Philip from America. Because I was saying this, but no one heard it. I was saying that I was birthed in America, like, you know, on YouTube, like, years ago, before I ever went on Plastic Patty or anything. I used to always be on American streams, like, do you know that? We're from 2015 on.
Well, look, I'll be half an hour and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'm coming on, right?
No, you're going to come on then, aren't you?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, right. See you later, Darren.
Talk to you later, right?
All right, bye.
The best.
Sorry, okay, I'll read the comments here. Trying to message someone on Twitter because he knows a lot of shit. Satanic Panic. Sure, didn't mean to call it. Satanic Panic was largely driven by political strategists and grifters. And before that, I've never paid any attention to Kanye, to be honest. Okay, well, I do think some of the things Kanye says are fucked up, and the way he walked out on that interview on Timcast a couple of days ago was fucking so immature, like. And Philip, did you know that Did you know that Kanye's campaign manager for president for 2024 is Milo? Milo Yiannopoulos. Imagine him being your manager. He doesn't take that serious. Alright, Peter Birdsall, hello. You're saying debt is in the house pit. All altered James / debt. House symbol is two snakes on a staff of death, not life. What do you mean by that? I know the two snakes on a like a thing is that's for the pharmacy. Like pharmacies all have that. Death is in the house pit. All altered germs. House symbol is two snakes on a staff. Right, hang on. Right, okay, Philip says then, pay no attention to real problems. Worry about lyrics and rock songs and kids playing D&D. I do agree, yeah, about all that stuff. That was like, like Eminem and Marilyn Manson. They're like evil. No, they're like, they're just normal people, like being performers. The real evil people are behind the scenes. And yeah, maybe some like politicians. But like, I don't think celebrities are evil, though, big celebrities, right? Because I hate all that, the way they like say, oh, you can't get to this height of fame unless you agree to be satanic and all. No, I think it's more like you just can't speak out about anything controversial if you get to Beyonce type heights and all. Do you know that way? If you get to like proper A-list celebrity, you can't speak out. Like, see the way Nicki Minaj spoke out about the jab, the needlecraft, and she got loads of shit. They made her out to be a complete nut job. Right, I'll just read this out. Oh, Maya, MIA. Did you see her interview with Candace Owens? Brilliant. Love Maya. She's deadly. Right, okay. Peter puts oh no, pay no attention. And then Peter says, unplug mankind. It's man up time, prison cell phones and gravestone tablets and TV programming computers, all are high level witchcraft black mirrors. When you look into and trust the abyss, the entities within the abyss look back. Oh my god, that's so true. That's why I don't fucking look into this shit a lot. Like I could not do this stuff all the time. It's just that this story is fucking really fucking big, like. And it's like Nicole Kidman done one of the ads, and she hasn't spoke out anything about it. And another model, I forget the name, Habib something. There was so anyway, the two big celebs are Nicole Kidman and Kim K. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Kim. She kind of has to like break all fucking business contracts with them after this. Like, I've so much to say about her. Like, I just need someone to bounce me words off. When you look into the trust, oh yeah, they panicked. Philip says they panicked about Monty Python's Life of Brian. Who did? The Republicans in the 80s? Yeah, well, I think they panicked about fucking Anne, didn't they? Milo, yeah. It is funny, isn't it? Okay. Peter says, word pharmacia is all medicines and drugs and is always connected to witchcraft. And then he says, medical symbol is not a staff of life, but that of death. Right, but like, how do you know like this? Like, I just thought I meant an alchemical sign, like, like basically like they can like use something on you and fucking heal you from like if something you would have died of like 100 years ago, like TB or something like. Anyway, I'll want to Peter. What do you want to come on and talk? You don't want to show your face. You can just like talk behind the dog. That's this allows 6 people up. So yeah, I'm not like the other ones. I don't care. I don't care about being the only speaker. I actually prefer when there's other people up. Sorry. Right, okay. Philip says, I feel bad for Elvis and what was done to him. Oh, I seen the Elvis film when it came out in the summer. Phil, I went to the fucking cinema on me own. You know why? Because nobody'd fucking go and see it with me. I went and seen it on my own. But you know what? I kept falling asleep watching it. Not because it was bad, I just was really tired. So I have to watch it again. But yeah, he was three. Like, what age was he when he died? 43, I think. That is very young, like, to die from. Right, Peter says, now, granted, I advocate natural medicines and herbs. So you don't believe in any, like, synthetic, like, chemical, um, chemical stuff you'd get from the pharmacy, like? Because I do believe in stuff like that. I've never actually had any success with that and, like, organic or anything. I think a lot of that stuff is snake oil shit. Anyway, Philip says the ancient medical symbol looks like DNA to me. Oh, I don't know what DNA looks like. But anyway, I don't know how, Philip says, but I think somebody understood DNA. I think that as well, Philip. I think there was like more advanced humans than us, and something wiped them out. Because I was watching that thing on Netflix the other day. I only watched one episode with Neil Hancock, and they found like, oh, it's hard to explain, but they found like caves that were built like 20,000 years ago. Not caves, like tunnels and all, like where you could, like, like just little chambers, not little huge chambers where you could like live in and all. Like, I don't know how far they were down, 20 miles or something. So that just shows they had something back then that we don't now, like the pyramids and all. Like, how the fuck did they build them? Right, anyway, so Philip says, lost knowledge, perhaps from the civilization before the Ice Age cataclysms. Yeah, I agree with you there. Philip says, I haven't seen the Elvis movie yet, but I've seen a few good documentaries and heard stories from his road crew. Yeah. Yeah, Philip. Well, I say in the movie, it's actually on. I think it's on one of the streamers now. Not sure, but I'm gonna actually text someone now, try and get to come on and talk to me. Um, yeah, I done a TikTok today, just 3 minutes long, and I just like put it out there about the Balenciaga stuff, like saying and pointing out the hypocrisy, like, of everyone but the Kardashians mainly, because when he said the stuff about the Jewish people, right? They all came out and fucking like treated him like he was the worst person ever and says we stand with the Jewish people. But yeah, they don't come out now and say, "Oh my god, like get away from our kids!" Like, it's disgusting. Um, I can't even say them certain fucking words on this thing. Right, one sec. Let's see if me mate will come on. Right, one sec. I'm just sending a message to someone. Sean Westerby. Alright, Sean. Alien. One sec, I'll read out now. I'm still here. Don't leave. Don't leave me! Okay, Sean Westerby says Alien Hunter channel has great photos of Antarctica and very good shots of the moon. Seriously far out, man. Um, okay. Yeah, I was watching a bit of that Joe Rogan the other day, and that scientist fella was on it, the astrophysicist, and they said they have a new thing, the Webb telescope. That's a telescope, I think it is, but they launched it like 1,000,000 miles away from Earth. That's crazy, like. And he says like they're not um ex- uh, trying to discover new stuff, but he says we probably we more than likely will. Okay, Philip says his book. I'm going to start watching Netflix again so I can watch Graham Hancock. Did I say Neil Hancock? Graham Hancock it is, yeah. So I can watch Graham Hancock's documentary series. Yeah, that's the one I was watching the other day, and I just watched one episode. But like smarter people than me love it, like. So I know it's like really good. It's just like a lot of it I just wouldn't be interested in because I'm not that clever, like. Anyway, Philip says his book Magicians of the Gods has a couple chapters about my region. What region are you in America? Like whereabouts, kind of, not state. You don't even have to say a state. Just like what part, the west, the east, Texas. Right. We have the world's largest former waterfall. So you're up in Niagara, eh? Oh, that still is a waterfall. Right. It was many times bigger than Niagara Falls. Randall Carlson has shown. Oh, so he used to have the biggest waterfall like thousands of years ago or something. Some great slides in his appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast. We call it Dry Falls. Oh, all right. I never heard of that. Graham Hank. Oh, it's in his book, is it? Peter Birdsall says all the answers are up in Antarctica. Oh my God! Did you see they discovered a new virus in Antarctica or this week? They said it's like fucking. Oh, I had a group of stories, Stephen, brother. Hope all as well. What's that thing you were on about in the chat earlier? What you mean in my chat now, like, or on YouTube? Oh, it's Balenciaga. Yeah, that's what we want to talk about. I just don't want to talk about it to myself. But yeah, I don't know if you know about it, group. The ins and out of the story. Like, sure, Philip, you don't even know, don't you know? And he's from America. So Peter said, "Oh, yeah." I was only talking to two friends on Messenger a few minutes ago, and they told me that they discovered a virus in Antarctica this week that is like 250,000 years old. They found it in a fucking mammoth or something. Crazy. Anyway, Philip says Channel Scablands of Eastern Washington State. I'd be willing to come. Jesus, what did I do there? Just zoom the screen in. One sec. Control 0, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. One sec. I don't know if I've gone too far down or not. Alright. Peter says, I'd be willing to come on in the future around an email. What do you mean email, Peter? Do you want me to email you the link to come on? I can put it in the chat if you want. I'll just put the link in the chat now, and any of you can click on it. It's mad because seeing the American streams, they never do that. They never put the link in the chat. Back me up, Philip, don't they know? They never put the link in the chat. You have to be special to come on and talk. In America, you have to be special. I don't care. I'll let anyone on. Alright. I'm going to invite people on now. Bring speakers, moderators, or assistants. Send the link to your guests. Okay, I'm going to copy this into the chat, guys. I hope the 3 is, come on, or 4 is, if the story is there. Because, yeah, There's no point in me just talking to myself. I'm already talking to myself 20 minutes at least. Alright, hang on. Here's the link. There you go. Anyone wants to jump on? You can just talk like I am, show a picture. Right. Philip says, I'm on our group. It says I'm on a promise, Stephen. If it fails, I'll jump on. Don't know what that means. Right. Drive as is a short drive from Grand Colleague. Peter says, one sec, hang on. Peter says, if I get going, I won't get to bed early. I'll get too amped up. Gotta wake up and get stuff done for a bit. First sound skills. Don't know. I don't know what you meant to say at the last sentence. Yeah, it's cool. I'll just turn it off after a few minutes because I can't keep talking to myself. But yeah, it's cool. I'll come on another time and just come on. It's mad. Like people are always asking you to go live, and then you go live and nobody comes on. But anyway, all right. So you've to go to bed early, Peter. I'll get too amped up. Gotta wake up, work, and get. Are you from America or this side of the world, Peter? Philip says, "Oh, I heard about the zombie virus. Yeah, that's I think. Yeah, the zombie virus or whatever it is. Imagine I said that as well. I said that's like a fucking vampire virus. Imagine it turns you into a fucking vampire or something." Okay, group says, "Hi Peter, hope you're keeping well. Do you two know each other?" Peter says, "Sounds good." Some do. I'm actually in the mood like for at least another hour to like have a chat with people, like, cause like it's only 10 to 12, so like it'd be before 1, like it'd be over. You know what I mean? Or that way. Sorry. Okay. Right. Oh, that sounds good. Some do. Philip says, I think we should be more careful. Sorry, you know what? I'm just not a pro at this stuff. I think we should be more careful with those viruses. There's an X-Files episode about finding a dangerous pathogen in the Arctic. Do you know what, Phil? Did you get the jab? You don't have to tell me. I'm just curious. Did anybody get the jab that's in the chat? I didn't. And I'm so fucking glad I didn't get it. Because that's another thing I want to talk about tonight. Is that film died suddenly. Well, it's a documentary. And YouTube have censored it. And it's not like a crazy conspiracy documentary. You know what it is? It's what morticians are finding out when people die and they have to do whatever on them. They're pulling out foot-long blood clots. And not just normal blood clots. They're like fiber. They're feeling like they're like white and like they have like thickness to them and all. And they're a foot long. And that's what's killing the people. It's stopping their blood flowing through their body. It's crazy. And then they tell you to stop smoking. I'm like, what the fuck? All right. Peter says, yes, thank you. And likewise, Dan. Dean. Do you two know each other from another YouTube page? Group it says, I'm on a promise, Dave. If I fail, I'll be on, brother. Wish me luck. Oh, wish you luck. But I thought you had a board, group. I'm not sure. I just assumed you did. Right, anyway. Philip says, it's 3 feet. Oh my god. It's only 10 to 4 where you live. So you're on the west coast. You're 8 hours behind us. Now, Grouper says no to what? I don't know. Alright, I need to start paying more attention to the chat on me. Actually, doing good for 32 minutes talking on my own. Alright, Grouper says no. Oh yeah, Philip says I've had it. Whoa, you've had it and two boosters, and Grouper's fully vaxxed. Oh my god, my man is very high risk. What, you're mad? What do you mean your job is very high risk? Because I think I heard you saying something like that before. I cannot believe that, like, God, remember, like, go back to the pandemic and think about how fucked up this, every country, but especially Ireland, right? Because I can only go by my country. People were, like, afraid of losing their mortgages, like afraid of going homeless with their kids and all, because they were being threatened shit like that by the government unless they got vaxxed. They'd lose their job. They wouldn't be. You weren't allowed to go into pubs unless you were vaccinated. Loads of shit, like basically everything you couldn't do. Like if you were outside in Ireland anywhere. So like it wasn't like there was different parts of Ireland that were okay, like in America. Ireland was basically like California, the whole of Ireland. It was like you had to wear a mask anywhere inside. At the start, you had to wear them like everywhere, I think. And yeah, now it's like it didn't matter if you got a fucking vaccine. Now it's like, oh, can we have an amnesty? No, fuck off. I don't know. I don't. I'm not saying that to people that got a vax. I'm saying to the people that were pushing vaxes on people, pushing a mandate on people. It's fucking disgusting. It was. Remember the Canadian truckers? Like that's what they were protesting about. Like, and that fucking cunt, uh, Justin Trudeau, froze their bank accounts and froze anyone trying to help them. Well, I'll carry on with the comments. Right, group is fully vaxxed. So is Philip. Group, my man is very high risk. Okay. Queen Sophie, hey, Queen Sophie, I haven't seen you in a while. Hi, Steve. YouTube is fucked up. We had some crack, we did. And fun. Now everyone is fell out talking shit. Don't think YouTube will ever be how it was back a year ago. Hope you're doing well, Steve. Thank you, Queen Sophie. Yeah, I'm doing great. Hope you're doing good too. And come here, don't be thinking that YouTube, it's like goes in waves. Like, do you know that way? You'll get like times when yeah, it's like it seems like nobody's doing it, but then it picks up again. Like, and you get different people starting to do podcasts and all. So, do you know that way? It's not like I've been on YouTube Live since I think 2015. So it's 7 years now, and yeah, it does. It's like a kind of like what you call it, a flow thing. Like it'll go like kind of boring for a while, and then it'll just be non-stop drama. Then it'll just go in the middle, like. So yeah, I never fear that anymore because it never actually like stops being good. YouTube is actually probably my favorite social media. So anyway, I'll get back to the comments now. Oh, Peter, you can come on tonight. Oh yeah, you're tired, but come here. Next time, if I go live, I will go live again. I think I need to because nobody else is. Yeah, come on next time if you do. If you can just come in here and leave your email in the back chat. Right. Glad you came on, Sophie. Grouper says, haha, you just love your smoke. Oh, you know what, Grouper? You remind me there. I'm just going to light one up now. I didn't have a smoke there for about 40 minutes till Grouper reminded me I smoke. I got a vape off my niece last week. They don't like they're all right. They're great to have for when you're smoking. If you've no smokes, they're great for that. And like it's what's great about them is they trick your brain. Like you're smoking, you can feel the nicotine going in and all, but then you see all the smoke coming out. So it has that placebo effect. Alright, I'll just read some more comments. Group, yeah, you love your smokes. Do you smoke, Group? I don't think you smoke, do you? Peter Boardsall, dead baby parts. I keep forgetting to highlight comments. Dead baby parts plus Nimrod genetics equals Fauci. See that, Fauci? He should be fucking locked up for the rest of his life. All the shit he done to gay people in the 80s. He killed loads of gay people, like. And, like, people today think, oh, we helped up, like, cure loads of gay people. No, he didn't. He killed loads of gay people. So fucking glad I wasn't of age back in the fucking 80s. So glad. Okay, so I see Fauci. If anyone gets into office, I hope they lock him up for the rest of his life. Anyway, Philip Blair says, but you know what as well, right? I do not give a shit what someone follows, like if they're a Democrat or Republican or whatever politics they fucking follow. Like, I'm still gonna talk to someone, and I hate people that fucking don't talk to people because they don't agree with their politics. Like, I'm just like, well, fuck off then. I wouldn't want to know you in the start anyway. Then, anyway, right? So, right, Philip says, wouldn't a person be? Well, sorry, I'll highlight that so you can read it. Wouldn't a person be dead from a little blood clot? Immediately after death, the blood starts coagulating. Is that what it was? No, you have to see these clots. I don't know if anyone else in the chat has seen them, but you have to see these clots. They're not normal blood clots. Like people are saying, you shouldn't even call them clots. They're literally a foot long and they're thick. It's like it's a piece of fucking tissue inside you, like. It's real thick, like. Do you know what? If you want to after this, look at Dr. Drew. If he's just type in Dr. Drew, he has a YouTube channel. He's a doctor for years, and he studied under Fauci. He used to always like praise Fauci, but now he thinks Fauci's crazy. But he had a doctor on that had been sacked from his job. He's lost everything because he showed all these results coming from dead bodies. Not only dead bodies, people that are still alive that have got the job, right? They're even like getting them pulled out of them, even though they're alive. Like, okay, Grouper says, yes, Steve, the wife. I'm feeling lucky, bro. Okay, right, man. What the fuck, Grouper? Right, Peter says, Steve, you doing fine. You willing and you put yourself out there. It's all good, brother. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. I have someone coming on now, guys. One sec. Send me a link. I'm on now, you mad joke. Just go on to YouTube and click on to my channel and the links in the chat. So I have it on my laptop, so I can't send it on the phone. Alright, where are we? Peter, are you a pagan or what? Because I do know a lot of pagans, not in real life, just online. And I don't like mind paganism, but like Satanism is a totally different thing. Like, okay, Philip says, sorry. Washington was like California too. Oregon and Washington are a lot like California. British Columbia and Canada too. Yeah, that's mad because my Canadian cousins come over in the autumn to visit Dublin, and they like one of my cousins lives in British Columbia, and she was saying the same. She's saying it's like the west coast of America. She said it's like the weather is great there. Like it's not like too hot around or too cold. She said it's kind of like Ireland, the temperature. Okay, Peter says the masking of mankind was a massive global witchcraft spell. It was, yes, which failed because not all comply. Yeah, and consented to it. Matter of fact, 100% agree with you, Peter. And yeah, come here. From the first week, I knew I wasn't getting a fucking vaccine put into me. I was like, yeah, I don't care. I'll die. If I get COVID and die, yeah, I'll be dead. So what? It was because they were forcing it. Like, they were, like, putting out so much propaganda about it. That's what made me say, I'm not getting that.
Alright, mate, I'll go and have a look.
No, it's just me, mate. So I should have company now in a minute. Alright, anyway. Yeah, Peter, that's a great comment. And you're obviously you didn't get the vaccine. But do you know what? None of my family got the vaccine, and like my family aren't even into like alternative news. Right? I don't know what it is, but none of them got me. None of them, me sisters or brothers. Me ma got it, but like me dad got it as well. Like, what is it with old people? I swear they're totally brainwashed. Like, like my dad's 70. I mean, ma's 70. They're totally fucking brainwashed. Like, the way when they were growing up, like, the news, like, they believed the priests, they believed the news. Do you know that way? But see the way, like, nowadays, like, we can do our own research. Back then, I think people were even more brainwashed and spellcast, right? Because they had no way of checking the news. To see, like, if they're like lying on the news or like making up stuff. Now we can do that, so they have to be way more careful, and that's why Balenciaga was cut out this time, because enough people, like one person tweeted it first, and then enough other people made a fucking stood up to it. Like, they're saying, no, this is the line in the sand, and it's fucking not alright. And Balenciaga have deleted all their Twitter now and deleted all their Instagram history, and that says guilty. Why would you delete it all? Like, if it's just a few Satanists in the fucking company, you could say, yeah, that's them. And like, you'd leave all your stuff up because it'd prove you're not like that. Does anyone agree with me here? It'd prove you're not evil and into that type of stuff if you just left all your history up, because there wouldn't be any evidence there to support it. There might be for some people that work there, but all right, I'll carry on with the comments. Okay, Philip says, I will say this. I try and pay attention to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Yeah, I don't even know him, but I just know he wrote a book about Fauci, which is destroying Fauci. He's a good watchdog of vultures within industrialized medicine. It's not conspiracy theories he cites the documents, or does he? So he doesn't like just like I'm not like saying, just like asking. So he has like proof for everything he's like stating, like, because that book that he brought out, that was a bestseller. It's still a bestseller, isn't it? Top 10 bestseller. Fauci, it's called, or something, isn't it? Right. Peter says, there you go, brother. I am not afraid to put myself out there either. What are you on about? Where did you go? The masking of mankind is a massive. Wait, I want to read that again because that is actually a great comment. The masking of mankind was a massive global witchcraft spell which failed because not all comply and consented to it. Matter of fact. That is a great comment. But you know what, Peter? Like I was saying about my family, none of us got it. Like me, I've like 8 brothers and sisters, and none of us got it. None of us got it. One of my nieces got it, and I have 15 nieces and nephews, and only one of my nieces got it. And that was, you know why she got it? Because she loves her nanny to bits, and her nanny's 90. So like she's scared she's gonna die soon, right? And she's like real close with her granny. And they were saying you couldn't visit your granny. I remember they were saying that on the news. You can't visit your nanny unless you have a vaccine and all. So she got. I think she just got the first one. Thank God, because the more you get, they say like the more dangerous it is. But as well as that, it's like it depends on the person. I think some people it doesn't affect as much as other people. All right. Philip says, I will say this. Oh no, you did say that, yeah. All right. Peter says, oh yeah, what am I up to? All right. Are you trying to quit smoking? No, I'm not trying to quit smoking. I just got a vape. No, I just got it because she like asked me that I want to. So I just took it for because sometimes there is nights when I've no smokes. And I'll be like, it'll come in handy on nights like that. 7 in Northeast USA. Yeah, 7 p.m. Are you in the US, Peter? 7 o'clock at night. They lied about it not being a lab leak. Exactly. Is that confirmed now? Because I don't know if it's confirmed or not. Grouper Jan says, hey Steve, Grouper / Ted Bundy 30. Zoe or C. What? I don't understand. Zoe Horsey. There's a thing called Zoe. But we don't know if it's a he or a she. Just goes around like fucking saying horrible stuff about anyone that's talking. Grouper says, no, Steve, my mom made me quit smokes at 30, so I just smoked the blunts, quit that too, and I do miss it, but glad I did. When you say blunts, do you mean like joints, weed, or just like rollies? Philip says, I'm an independent. Yeah, so am I. I'm apolitical. I'm an independent. I voted for the Democratic Party candidate for US Senate and the Republican Party candidate for US. Do you know what? I'd be the same. I'd vote. I don't stick to teams. Like, I just vote for, like, who I fucking think is, like, what's the woman that was on Joe Rogan? I wanted her to be vice president. I want to be fucking president, actually. Forget her name. It'll come to me. If Johnny is not her name, just put it in the chat if you still. Alright, one sec. Just want to see is this person coming on. They're not coming on, I'm going off. I'm nearly on it an hour talking to myself. Well, no, not talking to myself, just talking to you in the chat. But I can get tiring just talking all the time and no one's like saying nothing back. I know you there. I just been like voice back like. So asking this person that he coming on. Here, guys. Group Peter and Group Peter and who else is here? Oh, Philip. Do any of you know how to send? Because I've set this live stream up on my laptop, okay? And I want to send the link through my phone to somebody on Messenger. Does anyone know how to do that? If you still put it in the chat. Okay, I'll just carry on with these comments, yeah? So, Grouper says, Philip, from the outside, that Trump is some piece of shit. I disagree. I love Trump. I don't love him. I like him. And you know what? Philip, remember when I used to be always on the streams in America? Like, I'm not going to say hill streams and all. But I couldn't even say I like Trump. They fucking all turn against me if I said I like Trump. Not all of them, but most of them would. And it's ridiculous because I don't even live in America, like. So why would they care if I like him or not? Philip says he's not a MAGA Republican. He's not. He's not a MAGA Republican. He's the one you voted in for, yeah. And the Republican Party candidate for U.S. House of Representatives. This doesn't show. Going to log out and back in. Jump the messages in the chat. Going to log out and back in. I don't know what that means. Right, yeah, so the fella you voted for is just like a normal. He's not a MAGA Republican, which, like, the MAGA Republican I always thought of was just a new type of Republican, not a fucking Nazi type or racist or homophobic. I thought, like, Trump Republicans were more like on the sounds and all. They just want common fucking sense back again. Not like, to go back to the 50s. And I don't know where people pull that out of. But I don't know if Trump ever said anything like that. But yeah, in 2024, I'd actually rather Kanye. Well, I don't know actually, because I don't know if he's stable. But yeah, maybe Ron DeSantis. I'd like to win the election. How the fuck can anyone justify Biden running that country for 4 years with Kamala Harris behind him? It's fucking crazy, it is. Okay, Peter says, hell no, I break spells, I don't make them. I don't know anything about spells or anything. I'd actually be, do you know what? I'd be scared to get involved in nothing like that. Because I've lived me life, I'm 39 now, okay? So I've lived 40 years basically without doing anything like that. And you know what? I think there's magic just in life without having to do spells. Sometimes, like when I'm out, like on exercise, out in nature and all, it always happens when you're out in nature, right? And like you're on a jog or even just walking, and like you're looking at the trees and all, and you could have your headphones on. And I don't know if any of us ever got this, and you just get like, I don't know, a minute or 2 minutes where you feel like you're totally transcended, like. Do you know that way? I don't know. It's very hard to explain. It's only if somebody else has experienced it. You just feel like nothing matters. None of your problems matter. And that it's just life is beautiful. That's how you feel. So that's what I think magic is, like in without doing spells. Okay, Philip says, over by the Pacific coast is a wonderful climate. Yes, I'm east of the mountains where it's a lot drier. Right, yeah. Well, like, see, Ireland, that's just all coast. Our whole country is a coastline, so it is great. I'd hate to live without, I would fucking hate to live. Like, I think there's a couple of counties in Ireland where there's no fucking beaches. Like, oh, there's me, mate. Here, let him on. Wait, I'll just read it. Wait, hang on. Simon, I'll put the thing in the thing for you, right? I'll put the yolk in the box shit again. Alright, 1 sec. Anyone else want to come on? They can. Here's the link again. Did it go in? Just want to read out the rest of these comments as well. Right, there's the link, so okay. Grouper says, rat likers you are, Stevo. What the fuck does that mean? I reckon it saved a lot of the older folk. What? The vaccines. Rat likers. What does that mean? Rat likers. They're not chosen. Hello, Stephen. Hello, all. All right, they're not chosen. Simon, I've been jabbed for crabs. And you've been jabbed for other shit. Right. Grouper says not chosen. Not chosen. I don't know what you mean. But that could have been something I said 5 minutes ago. Because you actually said that at 12:07 and it's 19 now. Jesus, I'm not good at keeping up all this stuff. Right, anyway. They're not chosen, says, hey, grouper. Philip Blair. Where's Bella? Bella said in this YouTube chat earlier, and another fella said they'd come on if I done a live. Philip Blair says, Trump is a piece of shit. To anyone who's willing to be honest with themselves, at group, he's like if the Joker decided to leave Gotham City, I'm for president. And yeah, I respect your like your point of view with that. I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but like I don't know. Well, he's a piece of shit to anyone who's willing to be honest with themselves. What's that? Like, try and explain that a bit further, like, because being honest with yourself about what, like, because he did do a lot of fucking good. Trump did, and he didn't. There was no wars under him. 4 years, no wars. His last year in office was crap because he let Fauci take over the presidency. It was like, okay. Where am I? Fuck the Brits says. Why aren't you here, Si? Will you come in? Did you ever hear of the House of Horrors in Dalkey? The local guard and priest and all meant to be involved in Satanist child pedo shit. Never heard of that. Like, is that like now or years ago? But you know what? Like, it's horrible, but like it happens everywhere. Like, but the fact that it's happening in a fashion house makes it way worse because they influence people. And the fact that they were doing an ad campaign, it's like they were trying to normalize that type of behavior. And like, yeah, this was their first big one they done. And they would have just, if they got away with this, the next one would have been a lot worse. Guarantee it. So yeah, I do believe it because a friend of mine, like years ago in the 90s, I think, when he was a kid, out in Santry, he used to go out to his uncles and aunties. That's what he said they were. And they all abused him, women as well. And he's dead now, killed himself a couple of years ago. And his dad's a politician. Yeah, dad's a politician. Never gave a shit about him. Anyway, Philip Blair. Yup, Robert F. Kennedy is very careful to only assert what he can back up with documents. Remember, they assassinated both his dad and his uncle. Oh, is he like JFK's son? And he's he's a lawyer, is he? Alright. You're not inside. Click on the link. Philip Blair. Click the link in the chat and I'll bring you in. Yeah, Phil, I meant Tulsi Gabbard. I fucking love her. Do you like her? I think she's fucking deadly. Stephen, look at the clip of Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert show talking Wuhan. Oh, that's how you know about it was planned, the whole leak. Yeah, okay. The Not Chosen says, if someone represented my views, I would vote for them. Yeah, well, same here. But like, if someone had crazy Nazi views or whatever, I'd be like, no, like you can't even stand if you have views like that. I think like once you're not fucking like putting any group down to say they can't have a right, just normal rights. I'm not saying special rights. I'm saying normal fucking rights to like just have a fucking normal life, like if anyone like picks out a group and says no, yous can't have, like they used to do with black people, gay people, fucking loads of different. The Irish, remember they used to have that saying, no blacks, no dogs, no Irish. So when people say like, oh, it's so racist today, no, it's not. It was so racist back in the 50s and all in America when the Jim Crow laws were fucking all over the country. That's when it was pure racist. I'd much rather live, if I was black, I'd much rather live in today's world than any time in them Jim Crow laws. And they went on for 60 years, did they not? So, where were you gone? Yeah, I did, man. Tulsi Gabbard, she's fucking brilliant, she is. And all she wants to just help. She always warns about nuclear war. Group weed, no tobacco, Steve, just weed. Yeah, they do that in America. They only smoke weed. They don't put tobacco in. I don't smoke weed. I never smoked it. Doesn't agree with me. I did drink. I just don't like it. I hate the feeling when I drink. Philip Blair, I don't know how. Oh, that was about the link. But yeah, I have it in the chat. I'm going to put the link in the chat again so if you're listening. One more time. Look, it's going in again. Now, just click on that link. All right. Group says, just tell your mate Tom logged on to use. What the fuck? Just yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, he was in the chat. It's Simon. There, look, Simon W. Hang on. I'll just ring him. All right. Okay. Philip says MAGA Republican equals absolute loyalty to Donald Trump no matter what. Well, I wouldn't be a MAGA Republican then. No. I don't know what it'd be like if I actually lived in America. Maybe it's different if you don't live there. Donald Trump is our Oswald Mosley. I don't know who that is. Philip, who's that? The Not Chosen says Eustace Mullins. All right, he's not answering. Don't know what the fuck he says he's coming on for if he doesn't have any fucking intentions. Eustace Mullins on the Federal Reserve explains a hell of a lot. I don't know who that is either. Philip says Donald Trump is our Oswald Mosley. There with the link in. And is there really a jab for crabs? No, half the stuff out of his mouth is just bullshit. The Not Chosen says, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it. He's just joking most of the time. Did anyone see the football player running around with the Tampax up his nose with the string down his short? Effing hilarious. No, was this in the World Cup? Why was he doing? Was it to stop a nosebleed? That is funny. Okay, Philip says, be honest with themselves with how Trump treated the exonerated 5. All right, I was asking you that, yeah. Be honest with themselves how Trump treated the exonerated 5. For example, 5 children of color who Trump falsely accused of... Oh my God, that's that film, isn't it? Who Trump falsely accused of gang rape and wanted the state to execute these boys. That was in that. That was so sad, that film. Remember the kid, the black fella that was locked up for years and he went crazy. I don't know if is he still alive, that fella? Because he was only a kid in the 80s. So we what, 40s, 50s now? That was so sad, that film was. What's the name of that film, Philip Blair? The something 5, isn't it? But how did Trump have any power to say that anyway? He wasn't a governor or a mayor, was he? Right, so Philip hates Trump. Right, look, Trump is hate personified. I want people to hate him. You see, the way I don't care that you hate him, like, and I don't care that you want people to hate him. I don't like love him. I thought he was really funny. That's all, and I thought he did have some good policies. Philip, like, would you like there to be open borders in America and anyone can just come in? I'm just asking you that apart from Trump, I'm just asking you that. Would you like anyone from South America, or not even South America, anywhere in like Eastern Europe or fucking Africa or the Middle East where they hate gay people, and in Ireland only a few months ago, a Middle Eastern young fella went on Grindr and he got 3 men to go on dates with him. And he tried to kill all 3 of them. He killed 2 of them. One of them got away. But the 2 he killed, he castrated, and he chopped their heads off. So that's the reality of it. It's like, it sounds good, multiculturalism. And it is good if the people that are coming in are decent people. But you have to vet people that are coming into your country. Like, anyway, Philip says, I used to like Tulsi Gabbard, but she's changed since. I really like Tulsi. Philip, I'm always against bullying. Yeah, so am I. Okay. Shit. Do you know what? I'm gonna knock off now after I finish reading this. About 4 people told me they'd come on, they haven't. So anyway. Philip says, lots of racism where I live, homophobia too. An LGBT, oh, in Colorado, was it? An LGBT nightclub was just shut up by a self-hating LGBT guy. I'm only out boy to a few close friends and family and online. It's faculty. That's interesting, like, because we used to always think America, from the movies, we used to always think America was real accepting of, like, just like like gay people and like just progression and all. But like now that I've talked to loads of Americans, I know there's loads of parts of America that are fucking really bad for like all that stuff. If you're gay or whatever, like it's like a fucking hellhole. Like, Oswald Mosley was the leader of the fascist party in the UK. Was that like years ago, like in the 40s, 50s or something? I never heard of him, and I would have heard of him. Like, I knew John Major, like I knew of him. I think that's the first one I knew. Oh no, Maggie Thatcher. I knew her. I was quoting Trump. That's what he said. I want people to hate them, is what Trump said about the exonerated 5. Right, yeah, and I'm not even gonna comment on that because I think and I fucking say about that will be just twisted, like. But it was totally wrong, 100%, yeah. But the one thing I will say is that it wasn't only Trump. Like fucking was like half the fucking country not saying it, and it's still fucking disgusting. And I fucking was crying watching that film. That was so sad. That film, what they done to that one. I think one young fella was kept in from out, and he couldn't live then, and he was going crazy. And they didn't do that until a woman. It was someone else that raped her. Like they didn't do that, and they were just in the park that night. One sec, I'll be back in a sec, guys. Thanks for coming on tonight, Phil, Peter, Groupie, Sophie, Not Chosen, and Fuck the Brits, Simon, and just have to get cigarette. Okay. Can't believe I'm on an hour and 10 minutes and I've just been talking myself the whole time. Suppose it's good practice, isn't it? Right. At 12, when was this? 12:30. So this is 4 minutes ago. Homophobes can feck off. Fucking right they can, Philip. And you know what I hate, Philip? I hate people conflating gay people with trans people. There's nothing similar, okay? Straight people are just as similar to trans people as gay people are. And that's something people need to start getting through their heads. Gay people have no... I don't even like going out anymore because of it. I don't go out anymore because of it. Because the last thing I want to do is fucking end up going home with fucking... the fucking... I'm not even saying the word, you know what I mean? It's scary, like. Anyway, right, the Not Chosen says, as far as I'm concerned, the gay pound is just as valuable as the straight pound. Exactly. The Not Chosen. Philip Blair, it's not all San Francisco and New York City, that's for certain. Yeah, about America, definitely. There's a lot of fucking just like backward places that still act like they're in the 70s, like, isn't there? A lot of states like that. I hate the word straight. Fucked up it is. Yeah, because it makes like gay people seem like there's something wrong with them. I've never really thought about it, but thinking about it, it does. And I've always had a kind of in my head, like, not that like I hate myself, but it's just like, yeah, you're not proper. Like, do you know that way? Because it's like, well, you're not straight. You're a bit bent. Do you know that way? It's yeah. Do you know what? Society has done a number on gay people. And it has. And I'm not a fucking LGBT person either. I'm not for the flag, okay? And I still think society's done a number on gay people. Yeah. I think most gay people aren't well adjusted. I think most of them do drugs, even if it's only on the weekends, because they just don't really like life. Anyway, Philip says Trump bought full page ads in all the major. I know, yeah, in all the major New York City newspapers. He was the ringleader of those bullies. Yeah, I seen that in the film. Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why doesn't he just mind his own fucking business? Like, he did the interview circuit with any media who would have him on. What's wrong, trans people? There's nothing wrong with trans people that are adults, Philip, okay? Nothing wrong. I've no issue with trans people that are adults. What I've an issue with is people trying to put pressure on kids to take puberty blockers and like try to convince them they're trans. Like when I was like 6 or something, I think I thought I wanted to be a girl for a month or something. And do you know what happened after the month? I just forgot about it. I never thought about it again. And I know that's what would happen with most kids nowadays as well. If there wasn't teachers and all trying to convince them, no, you're wrong. You're born in the wrong body. But saying that, I know there is adult people that have gender dysphoria, but nothing should even be done about it, like surgically wise, acting like that until someone's over 18 and can decide for themselves. That's the problem I have with trans people. And so I don't have any problem with trans adults that don't want to fucking groom kids. Trans man. I don't know what you mean by that question mark. By the way, King James with the King James Bible was gay. I think I heard that before as well. Actually. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna head off now. Cause yeah, I'm on here an hour and a quarter. So I think I'll call it a night. Okay, thanks for coming on, guys. I'll talk to you another night. Bye bye. Be good.